as we continue to add and subtract rational numbers, what we have to understand is that it's not just going to be integers that we're adding and subtracting. We're going to have decimals, we're going to have fractions, we're going to have mixed numbers. I'm going to show you an easy way to add and subtract decimals. It just goes back to numbers that we already know. And we all know about money. Money is decimals. Money can be fractions as well. So when we look at something like the problem that you have in front of you of 1.2 plus 0.3 minus 0.3 plus 6, let's first of all write it like it would be money instead of the decimals that they have there. Okay, that looks good. And the one thing that I want to highlight for you is notice that when I took 0.3, what it became. It became 30 cents, not what some students like to think, it becomes 3 cents. 3 cents would look like 0.03, and that's not what we want. We want 30 cents. Okay, now if I take a look at each of the numbers, I've got $1.20, and I'm going to circle that $1.20. I've got 30 cents. I'm going to circle the sign that goes with it to the left of it. I have another 30 cents, and I'm going to circle the sign there as well. And then I have $6, which I didn't add the decimals on, so I'm going to do that. There we go. Now I can circle it. And when I take a good look at all four of these numbers, I notice that I have perfect opposites in the middle. Remember, perfect opposites are two numbers, a positive and a negative, that when you put them together, it equals 0. So yeah, the perfect opposites here are 30 cents and negative 30 cents. If we put those two together, that would give us 0, so we can cross them out. And now we're left with just positive dollar amounts. I've got a positive $1.20. I have a positive $6, and I can easily add that together. If you are still having a tough time at putting those numbers together, just break your dollars and cents apart. For $1.20, I have $1, and then I have 20 cents. And for $6, well, I just have a total of $6. And when I put this money together, you can see that I would have a total of $7.20. All right, let's try another. This one doesn't look like it has perfect opposites, but again, I want to write it out so it looks like money. So let me take a second to do that. Think about what you think it should look like when we write it out in a way that represents money. Okay, that looks pretty good. Again, 90 cents looks like 0.9, and I just put the 0 after it. Same thing with the 60 cents that we have here. Okay, so now what I want to do, since I don't see perfect opposites, I still want to make sure that I circle my numbers. So I have $4.50. I have 90 cents, and I'm going to circle the sign that goes with it. 60 cents, and I circle the sign that goes with it to the left. And the same thing with $3.20. And now I'm going to mark what type of dollar amount I have. Positive. The 90 cents is positive. The 60 cents is negative. But the $3.20, that's positive as well. And what I'm going to notice right away is that I can get rid of this 60 cents by combining it with the 90 cents. 90 cents can break down in many different ways, but one of the ways that we could do it is 2 quarters and 4 dimes. That's 90 cents. 60 cents, we can break it down into 2 quarters and 1 dime. And if we do that, how much positive money is left? Well, in that case, we would have 30 cents left over. And so now I can rewrite what I have left. Okay, all of these are positive numbers, and so I can just go ahead and combine the dollar amounts, and also the change. $4 and $3 is going to give me a total of $7. 30 cents and 20 cents is going to give me a total of 50 cents. And when I add that to the 50 cents that was here, I get another $1. So really, my $7 is going to go up to 8. So I'm going to have a total of 8 even dollars. Well, that's not hard. Let's try a word problem. We have 2 different months. March, it rained 0.6 inches, and it rained 0.12 inches less in April than in March. How much did it rain in April? So let's start with our 2 months. Well, we definitely know how much it rained in March. It rained 0.6 inches. But again, since we're talking about rain, I'm still going to go back to money because that's what I know. And 0.6 as an actual number or dollar amount would look like 0.60. Now I can erase the dollar sign once I write that down, but I know that I have what looks like 60 cents. Now it rained 0.12 inches less in April. So that means we want to subtract 0.12 from our 60 cents that we have. So if I take March's amount and subtract 12 cents, I'm going to get the total of how much it rained in April. Okay, well, what does this look like? 60 is positive. The 60 cents is positive. The 12 cents here, that's negative. And I know that we can cancel some money out. When we do that, we end up with 40 cents and then 8 pennies, and that's going to give us 0.48. That is the amount that it rained in April. Last one, we're talking about buying fruit. Ellie bought 4.38 pounds of melon and 6.8 pounds of cherries. How much fruit did she buy in all? We want to know the weight. Well, let's write it down, and let's make sure that it looks like money once again. Okay, I wrote my dollar signs. 6.8, as you can see, looks like $6.80. I'm going to erase the dollar signs because I know we're talking about pounds. So we can write this out as money. We got to figure out how much we have total. And the first thing I'm going to do is break apart these numbers. I know I have $4. I know I have 30 cents. And I know I have 8 cents. On the other side of things, I know I have $6. And then I have a total of 80 cents. I don't have any pennies that go along with this. So right away, 4 and 6, that's going to give me $10. So I can put that together. Now, can I make another dollar? 80 cents is really close to being another dollar. And I've got 30 cents sitting over here. Well, if I take 20 cents and give it to the 80 cents, wouldn't that make another dollar? It would. So my $10 is now going to become 11. And I can get rid of the 80 cents. And since we gave 20 cents from 30, I now have a dime left over. Well, it looks like I've got $11. And if I put this amount together, I have 18 cents. So our final answer here isn't really going to be money. It's going to be pounds. But I have 11 pounds and 18 hundredths of another pound. So 11.18 pounds.